the thing above my ceiling. I never believed in haunted houses. Not even after we moved into the old colonial on Ashwood Lane in Vermont. It was the kind of house you'd see in a horror movie. Steep roof, narrow windows, faded white paint peeling at the corners. But it was cheap, suspiciously cheap. And my dad didn't believe in bad vibes. He believed in discounts. The attic was the first thing I noticed. There was no pull-down ladder, no easy access, just a square wooden hatch in the hallway ceiling with a small brass ring hanging from it. And the first night we moved in, I heard something walking up there. It started around 2:17 a.m. I remember because I checked my phone after the first thud. Footsteps, slow, dragging, like someone pacing in heavy boots. But the attic was empty. The realtor had shown it to us. Just insulation, wooden beams, and old dust. I tried to ignore it. Old house, I told myself. Wood expands. Temperature changes. Then something scraped across the ceiling directly above my bed. Not a random creak, a deliberate drag. I didn't sleep after that. 3 days later, the smell started. Rotting, sweet and sour at the same time. It came and went, strongest in the hallway beneath the attic hatch. My mom thought maybe a squirrel had died up there. My dad said he'd check it this weekend. That night, the footsteps came back. But this time, they stopped directly above my room and stayed there for over an hour, just standing. I woke up to something brushing my face. I thought it was my curtain, but my window was closed. I opened my eyes slowly. There was a long, dark strand lying across my cheek. Hair, not mine. I bolted upright. The ceiling hatch was open, just slightly, maybe 2 inches. Enough to see darkness inside, and something darker shifting behind it. My sister Emily was 8. She started talking about her attic friend. She said he came down at night when we were asleep. She said he was too tall to stand straight. She described his fingers as bendy. We thought it was imaginary, until she said something that made my blood run cold. He told me not to tell you he lives in the walls too. The next night, I recorded audio. I left my phone on my dresser and pretended to sleep. At 3:03 a.m., it started again. Footsteps, scratching, a soft thud, then a whisper. It didn't sound human. It sounded wet, like someone speaking through fluid. I played it back the next morning, and beneath the static, clear as day, let me down. My bedroom is on the 2nd floor. The attic is above me. There's nowhere higher to come down from. That weekend, my dad got a ladder. He opened the attic hatch. The smell hit instantly, stronger than ever. He climbed up. We heard him moving around. Then he stopped. For a long time. Dad, I called. No answer. Then he came down slowly. White as paper. There's nothing up there, he said, but his hands were shaking. And that night, the footsteps were heavier. I noticed the scratches first. On the inside of the attic hatch, long grooves carved into the wood, like something had tried to push it open. From above, or from inside. That's when I realized something. The hatch only opened from below. There was no handle inside the attic. So how was it opening? It happened on a Wednesday. Storm outside. Power flickering. Around 2:50 a.m., the footsteps started running. Not walking, running. Back and forth. Faster. Louder. The ceiling shook. Then, crack. The attic hatch burst open. It didn't fall. It bent downward, like something heavy was leaning on it. My door creaked open slowly. I hadn't touched it. I couldn't move, paralyzed with fear. Then I saw it, a shape stretching down from the ceiling opening. Too long, too thin. Its arms unfolded first, jointed wrong, like elbows bending backward. Its head followed, tilted, hanging at an angle that no neck should allow. Its face, there wasn't one, just stretched, pale skin pulled tight over bone, except for a slit where a mouth should be. And it was smiling. It didn't walk. It crawled down the wall, silent. Its fingers left dark, wet streaks behind. When it reached the floor, it didn't blink, didn't breathe, just stared. Then it whispered my name, not from its mouth, from everywhere, inside my head, inside the walls, above me, come upstairs, from across the hall. I snapped out of it and ran. Emily's door was open, her window wide, curtains whipping in the storm. She was standing on her bed, pointing at the ceiling. "He's mad," she whispered. Above her, the attic floor was bulging downward, like something was pressing against it, trying to break through. We called 911. They searched the house, the attic, the walls. Nothing. No footprints. No signs of entry. The officer told us maybe it was stress. Old houses can cause hallucinations. But when he shined his flashlight into the attic, it flickered, and from the darkness, something moved away from the beam. Too fast. We moved out 2 weeks later. But here's what my dad never told my mom. I overheard him on the phone with the previous owner. The house wasn't empty. The owner's son had lived in the attic for years. Hidden, mentally unstable. After the father died, neighbors reported hearing pacing. But when authorities searched, they found nothing. No body, no sign of him leaving. Just scratch marks and a smell. We live 3 states away now. New house, no attic. But every once in a while, around 3 a.m., I hear a slow dragging sound above my ceiling. And last night, my closet door was open, just slightly, and something inside whispered, "You moved, but I didn't."